Welcome, you are in the kitchen with Chef R. Allen, and today we're doing beef short ribs over a horseradish mashed potatoes. And thank you guys for liking and subscribing as always. And I really like this recipe here, and I know you guys will too. Enough of talking, let's get down to this. Okay, so we're gonna start off. I got like 4 to 6, the recipe will be at the bottom of the description. I got my beef short ribs. I got my hot oil going to, got the oven on 350, 375. Okay, right now we just want to sear. We just want to remove this over so you guys can see. I just want to sear the short ribs 5 to 7 minutes because we're going to end up putting it all in the oven anyway. So I'm seasoning my beef short ribs. You like to get some meaty parts of the short ribs. And like I say, 5 to 7 minutes on each side. You got the heat on medium to high heat. On the other side. Okay, and the ingredients, I'll show you guys the ingredients here, what I'm doing with the ingredients. We have, I'm going to do a cherry wine. You can do red or white. I prefer white right now with what I'm doing with my carrots. I got the bay leaves. I got my bay leaves. I got my thyme. And you got your beef broth, which that's going, like I said, we're going to brown each side of it, for 5 to 7 minutes. Get it nice and try to turn on every side you can. 5 to 7 minutes because it's going to mostly cook in the oven. I got my chopped up carrots. I got my celery, and then the onion, and then of course the tomato paste and all that. Guys, I just want to thank you guys for liking and subscribing, and definitely your support. And guys, just keep the comments coming, and I answer your comments, and I like what I'm hearing, the comments and the results. And if you got any requests, just let me know. Okay, back down, and we're gonna let this cook. Let's get closer to this. We're gonna let that cook. Like I said, about 5 to 7 minutes. And of course, you can do any potatoes or whatever you guys like, which is the starch. I'm doing the horseradish mashed potatoes. On top of that, put the sauce and the beef on top of the horseradish mashed potatoes. And I have a recipe for that too. So we're letting this cook. Let it brown some. Like I said, I like to put it on both sides. On all sides. I got the oven on 375. And usually, like I said, it usually takes 2.5 to 3 hours. It all depends on your oven. And I like to get that. Okay, and once you got it brown some, searing a little bit, we're gonna set it aside. And we're gonna make the broth and the wine and the sherry stuff. For 5 to 7 minutes. You guys, like I say, you know, if you have any requests, just let me know. You know, leave it on the comment, and I'll get right with you. And if you want to see me cook something for you guys, no problem. Leave it on a request, and I'll be happy to do it. Okay, we're gonna take this out. We're gonna take this out and sear it some. Basically, you want to get a flavor to it, and plus you just want to give it a head start on the cooking process. So we put that down. And like I say, we just give it a head start on the cooking process, just to brown it some. So while we got that out the way, set aside, I'm gonna saute my onions. We'll get this in closer. Saute my onions. Onions with garlic, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Saute that for 2 to 3 minutes. Just enough to get it soft and get that fragrance, that aroma coming out. Oh yeah, smelling good, guys. Smelling good. I like this recipe, and then I like when my horseradish, get the horseradish mashed potatoes. Those that don't like horseradish, you can do mashed potatoes or whatever kind you like. Sometimes we do a curry mashed potatoes or horseradish, but I'll have that recipe for you guys. Okay, we got the onions. We got the onions sauteing. Now we're gonna throw the carrots in. I cut up some, I made some carrot coins. I mean, like I said, I like to do the recipes as quick as possible for you guys and make it real simple. You can do, if you got shredded carrots and stuff, I like the boldness of it. I like the chunks, and so this is why I like the corn. I cut them up and cut them into coins. And it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be in the oven cooking in the sauce anyway. So in the broth, and you throw your celery in there. Now with the carrots and the celery, you're gonna let that cook for about 4 minutes before we add anything else to it. Gonna be like sitting on the meat gonna be like sitting on the bed. We're gonna make a sauce. Okay, let me grab my utensils. Okay. And of course I like to clean, as I know, guys. Alright, so while we got this on medium. We're gonna put the tomato paste, put that in there. We're gonna put some broth. We're gonna put the beef base. Oh yeah. Stir that because you want that to dissolve. Once the tomato paste dissolves, then we'll throw the meat in. Oh yeah, smelling good. Then I'll put some celery. Like I said, at the bottom of the description, it'll be there for you guys. The recipe will be there at the bottom of the description. It's real simple. I try to make it as quick as possible, easy as possible, and oh so good. Okay, we're gonna put the cherry in there. Okay, we're gonna stir this until the tomato paste dissolves. Oh man, you should smell this. Now I'm gonna throw a couple of bay leaves in and a little bit of thyme. And I got fresh bay leaves. Can't go wrong with that. So I got fresh bay leaves. Let's stir that a little more. I got my thyme. Oh, if you guys can smell it. But of course you will once you start making it. You're gonna love it. It's real easy. Okay, so we got this. I got all this stuff cooking in. And now I'm gonna put the beef back in. I got the oven on 375. Putting the beef back in. I'm gonna cover it with some more broth, but I like to put the meat side down so it can absorb all the flavor. And then later, during the process, the cooking process, I'll bring it back up. But you want to cover it. And guys, you're gonna let me move this out the way. You're gonna put it in the oven. Put this in the oven. Right now, I'm gonna let it cook with the top off for a minute, for about 5 minutes. Then let's cut this off, and then I'm gonna cover it up and let it cook. But I just wanted to cook with the top off right now for a few minutes, and then we'll cover it back up. Guys, as always, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and we'll be back on this. Like I said, it's about two to 2.5 hours. It all depends on your oven. Let's bring this in closer so you guys can see. Okay, guys, we're gonna, like I said, I'm letting it cook for a few minutes without the lid on, and now let it cook for about 5 minutes without the lid on to get the meat and stuff soaking in good, get all the flavors together before we cover it up. Oh yes. Put that on. Now we're gonna let it cook. We're gonna let it cook for the remainder. And like I said, I like to let the meat soak and cook from the bottom, like let it soak all the flavors in until it falls off the bone. Okay, guys. Let's bring this back in closer. Okay, okay, guys. After about 20-30 minutes, I like to take this out and flip my meat a little bit, or just really check on it, make sure. I'm gonna turn it upside got my potatoes cooking because I'm doing the horseradish mashed potatoes. Bring that in close so you guys can see it. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, we're going to flip this over. And let it just cook with the... Then once I flip this over, we're going to just let it cook all the way through. And while that's cooking, I got my potatoes boiling for my mash. And with the mash, like I say, I have a recipe for that too at the bottom of the description. That'll be horseradish or heavy cream, you know, for those that want a little butter, a little milk, and horseradish. Cover that back up. Go back down in the oven. And we let the process finish until it falls off the bone. And as always, thank you guys for checking me out and liking and subscribing. And guys, just thank you guys for your support. Let's bring this back in closer. Okay guys, we're gonna bring this in closer because after about an hour, I like to take the top off, take the lid off, and then put it back in the oven because I want it to sear on the top. Then I want the broth to get a little thicker. I mean, you can keep the lid on if you guys want. I'm just showing you the way that I do it. And eventually I'll put the lid back on. Oh yeah, bring that in closer. You see that there? That's a masterpiece. You know what? I'm gonna leave the lid because eventually I gotta put it back. But I want to flip it over. I want it to cook on. And with the sauce, you can strain it and get all the vegetables off, which I probably will before you make a au jus or something with the broth. Put that back on. Cause you want all the vegetables. Man, that smells good. Okay, let's put this back in. And then that's it, guys. We're gonna let it cook. And you see I got my potatoes boiling because I'm gonna do a horseradish mashed potatoes. Show you guys it, and it's real simple. Like I said, we'll have the recipe on it, but this is what I'm using. Doing my heavy cream, a little milk, and I'm doing my horseradish. And once that cooked, we're gonna whip it up, and we're gonna add the butter, the heavy cream, the horseradish, and the milk, and guys, we're gonna make it. That's gonna be my bed, and then we're gonna put the beef short ribs with the sauce and the vegetables on it. Guys, thank you guys for watching and liking, and give me all the requests that you guys, you know, if you guys have requests, I answer and I'll make it happen. Okay, let's go back down. Bring this in closer. Okay guys, I got my potatoes boiling for my horseradish mashed potatoes. I'm gonna this has been cooking for the last 2 hours. I wanna take the lid off. I wanna get this, I got the, just want to move it around. I know I said I was gonna let it cook, but I like to move it around. So I'm gonna take this lid off for a minute, let you guys see. Oh, you see that, guys? You see the bone, the meat peeling away from the bone. Got another hour to go with that, because you want it to fall off. You got the sauce. Oh yes, you guys see that? Yes. Okay. Just want to move it around. Got my bay leaves, my onions, my celery, my carrots, nice and tender. Let this cook for another hour. And guys, it's just that simple. I mean, just a little ingredients, put everything, mix it together, put it in the oven, and I mean, it's real simple. 3 hours at the most. Well, maybe 3.5 hours prep from cooking. I mean, that's real simple, guys. And then you can have leftovers, or you can refrigerate it for 3 days or stuff like that. But that's delicious, man. Okay, we'll bring this down, put this back in the oven while my potatoes is boiling. And I had the recipe. And I had a recipe for the horseradish mashed potatoes. Let's get this right. Let's move this down. For the horseradish mashed potatoes, and man, it's gonna be delicious once I set the plate out, garnish it. Okay, like I say, another hour, and then we should be ready. Okay, guys, it's about that time. Let's see what it looks like. It's been 2.5 hours. We're gonna get this out here and look and see what it looks like. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Yes. Like I say, it's simple. It's not that many ingredients on it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, so we're gonna, like I said, I have the recipe for the horseradish mashed potatoes. That's going to be at the bottom of the description too. I'm going to show you guys how tender this meat is. I mean, it falls right off the bone. You see how tender that is? Falls right off the bone, guys. Okay, guys, we're gonna garnish this plate up. Now with this, like I said, with this au jus here, you can put in the blender. I mean, you can put in the strainer and strain all the vegetables out and leave the juice. You know, if you want to build it up and make a roux. If not, I'm gonna show you how I do it. If I don't want to make a roux, I'm gonna put these on top. Let it fall right off the bone. Oh yes. Oh yes. Slides right off the bone. Put a couple of them on top of here. Let you guys see how it's so tender it comes right off the bone. And that's what you want, guys. I mean, like I said, it doesn't take long. It slides right off the bone. Wipe this down, and put some vegetables on top. Put a little bit of au jus. Now, like I said, you can strain it, but you want to put your carrots and your juice on top, and your celery. First, we'll do the vegetables. Oh yes. And guys, this is my beef short ribs on horseradish mashed potatoes. It is delicious. It is simple. And until next time, you are in the kitchen with Chef R. Allen.